Hello. Welcome back to the Stash and Shaggy podcast. I'm your host, Stash. This is my high as fuck co-host, Shaggy. How we doing today, buddy?
Great.
Great.
Fabulous.
Great. So last week was good for me. 8-2 in NFL, 2-1 in UFC, 2-1 NHL. Not too bad. I know I had a little bit of a better week than you.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Those weeks are going to happen.
Yeah.
I think you basically broke even. You were like 6-7, 6-6, 7-6, something like that.
Yeah. 6-7, 6-5. Yeah.
But this week we got a pretty good UFC. I got a few bets on that. We got some good NHL games. A lot of games on Saturday.
Yep.
And a full slate of NFL. No bye weeks this week.
Oh, yes.
So
Touchdown.
lots of bets this week.
Yeah, get your touchdown
and choose
parlay
from.
in there. Yep.
Also, our Dub Life parlay, which was 3-1 last week. All we missed was the 2 touchdowns for Saquon Barkley. He didn't get any. He got 0. So
I'll take the blame for this one.
yeah. Let's do better. It's okay. I'll go ahead and start us off with the UFC. Colby Covington versus Joaquin Buckley. Main event. My first bet is Colby Covington at plus 210. I think he looked really bad in his last fight, and that's why he's plus 210 right now. But Joaquin Buckley's a good fighter, but Colby Covington only loses to really top contender guys, and I don't know if Joaquin Buckley is that guy. I like Colby Covington at plus 210 for sure. And if you can spice the odds up a little bit and maybe take him in the 5th round or decision prop, and you could probably get it a little better because that's probably how he'll win, 5th round or decision after Joaquin Buckley gets tired. Cub Swanson versus Billy Quarantillo. I like Billy Quarantillo in this fight. Swanson's still pretty good, but he's old and seasoned, and Billy is tough and has tons of heart, and he leaves his chin up in the air, which is his one main fault, so he is going to take some punches. It's going to be kind of a scary fight, but I like Billy at minus 150 versus Cub. Sterling versus Tuco. Sterling is a new guy, but I've watched a couple of his fights, and Tuco is garbage. I'm going to take Sterling via KO. And I think you can get that at like plus 105 or minus 110. He's like a minus 900 favorite. So, but you can get the KO at an okay price. Alvarez versus Jakar Close. I like Alvarez. He's minus 450, but he is like the lock of all locks if I was going to throw a lock in there this week. So Alvarez at minus 450, put him in a parlay. I think that's a good piece to stick in there. And then Sean Woodson versus Padilla. This is a really fun fight. I think Sean Woodson isn't the best fighter in the world, but he has the right skill set to beat Padilla, and I think I like Sean Woodson in this fight at minus 150. And those are all my bets for the UFC that week.
I like that. Is that
And that's the sound of you making some money.
Haha, tell them. So are these late fights? Saturdays?
Yeah, Saturday 10 o'clock is the main card. I think some of those bets are on the prelims. The prelims start at 8, I think.
Where are they fighting at?
I think it's Vegas.
Vegas?
I think. I'm not sure, though.
Should be a good one.
Yeah. You want to hit them with some NHL?
Ooh. Yes.
I have a few bets also, but, usual, I can stop you when I have a bet.
I do see you have the Rangers, though. Let's start off with the Rangers.
I do have the Rangers.
You got them straight up?
Yep, minus 115 versus the Kings.
Okay. I took the Rangers also. I also took the over on this game.
Okay, at what?
I combined those two for a plus 222.
What was the over-under? Is it 5.5 or
5.5, yes,
okay.
was
Gotcha.
the over-under. The Blackhawks have been doing good since their new coach.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Connor Bedard's look better. That's for sure.
Yep, I'm not going to take them straight up, but I'm going to take them with the points plus 1.5.
I like that.
I like the over against the Devils that they're playing. So we're going with the over 5.5 and the Hawks plus 1.5. Next, we got the Oilers and the under against the Knights. The under is 6.5. We're to combine those for a plus 179. Oilers in the under.
The Knights should just come off of a overtime win against the Jets. That was a good game. I saw that game.
Right. They are very good.
That was last night, so they're coming off of a long game last night, so they might be a little tired. So I can't argue that bet.
The Ducks haven't been doing too bad. I'm going to get them over the Blue Jackets. Going to take the over 6.5. I think it'll probably be a good game, maybe ending in overtime. 3-3 overtime.
I like it.
But if it doesn't, they'll pull the goalie towards the end. The Ducks, they'll get an extra point. They'll take the point spread, 1.5.
Sure.
Yeah. Next, we got the Wild and the Flyers. We just had to take the Flyers for the underdog at plus 138. I don't think they've been doing too bad. I think they just beat the boys.
Yeah, but Red Wings suck. So.
Oh well. Okay. So
sorry.
I don't suggest that you want to take the Wings against the Maple Leafs.
Nah, but I didn't take the Leafs though. So if that helps your feelings a little bit. I didn't like the odds. It was like minus 230 on the Leafs or something like that.
Yeah, the Wings on the underdog on this at plus 146. So I went ahead and took them. Check mark. Put them in the parlay.
Of course you did.
We're taking the over 5.5. No,
don't put them in the parlay.
Go Wings. We've taken the over 5.5 for the Sabres and the Capitals game. I'm not sure who's going to win this. Could be a bit crazy.
Okay.
Next, we got the Canadiens and the Jets. What do you think about this game? Did you pick this game?
I was leaning towards the Habitants, the Canadiens. But the Jets, they've been playing well. They just came off that overtime loss versus Vegas also. I don't know. I didn't bet this game, but I was leaning the Canadiens. Exactly.
I have no pick here for either team, but I did take the over at 6.5. I was iffy too on who's going to win, just like you. But the next game, we got the Penguins and the Senators. We're going to go with the Senators.
I got Senators also, minus 105.
Ooh, 105 you got them at? Oh, I may have been late then. I got them at minus 140, 154.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, straight up. Earlier this evening. Next, we got taking the Stars against the Blues.
I got the Stars also.
The Blues.
I got those at minus 230.
Minus 250 is what I got them at. Oh, jeez.
Got to do some better line shopping.
Yes. Colorado Avalanche and the Predators. Stick with the Avalanche. They seem to be contenders. We are going to stick with them. Got them at minus 200, though. Not too bad.
No.
Next, we got the Kraken's slight underdog at plus 106 against the Lightning. And then the over 5.5 with the Flames and the Panthers.
Okay.
Panthers win by a good amount. Sometimes they'd be scoring Reinhardt, and then sometimes they're not there.
Yeah, they've been a little hit or miss, but they're still one of the top teams in the league, I feel like.
And the Flames got some good spark in them. We're going to stick with the over 5.5.
Yep, I like it.
Canucks and Bruins. Bruins just lost. I think they're on the losing streak, actually.
They are.
Canucks, they're favored, minus 140. And then stick with the club.
Utah versus San Jose.
It is the Utah Hockey Club versus the Sharks. Yes, indeed. I want the Sharks to win. But they're not going to win. I feel sorry. Stick with the club.
Yep.
Minus 176.
Yep.
That's
I
my
got Utah.
NFL picks.
Minus 165.
Put them in a round robin. Take like 10 of them. 8-leg parlay. 8-round robin.
Yeah, I picked, what was that, 5? I got 5 of them, so I kind of did something similar.
Yep, got a few.
And to NFL?
Yes. It's getting down to the nitty-gritty.
Yes, it is. Playoff battles and some people are just fighting for pride at this point. But Ravens versus one of those pride teams, the Giants, starting Danny DeVito. Ravens are a minus 16-point favorite, which is that's a lot of points. But I did find value. I got
Where?
Zay Flowers touchdown.
Oh.
So we're going to go that way and go Zay Flowers touchdown at plus 160.
You think it's going to be a long bomb, maybe?
That's usually his touchdowns, to be honest with you. Yeah. If it's a Zay Flowers touchdown, it's usually like a 30, 40, 50-yard touchdown.
I like it. I had no bets in this game. I didn't like the points, didn't like the spread, didn't like anything. But I do like to say the Flowers touchdown.
Okay, yeah.
Check that down. Flowers touchdown.
Jets versus Jags. I did not bet anything for this game. Did you see anything that you liked in that game? Jets versus Jaguars?
I just took the Jets straight up.
Just straight up.
Just straight up.
Okay.
Minus 168.
Yeah, I mean versus Mac Jones, I can't blame you. Next game on the board I have is the Dallas Cowboys versus the Carolina Panthers.
Ooh, who'd you
The Panthers are favored by 3 points in this game.
I saw that, and then I was like,
They are.
Cowboys have not been doing bad with the backup, right?
Give me the under. 43.5.
Taking Cowboys straight up.
Okay.
Plus 130.
I like the under 43.5. Washington minus 7.5 versus New Orleans. Marshawn Lattimore starting in this game for Washington. And they also got another offensive lineman back from injury. So, yeah, give me Washington minus 7.5 versus, I think, is going to be Spencer Rattler. Or Jake Hayner. But either or, it's fine. Give me Washington minus 7.5. You got anything for that game?
I really like Daniels to get a touchdown. I like the points also. Minus 7.5.
Jaden Daniels touchdown and minus 7.5.
I also took the over 43.5.
I don't know if I would do that. I'm
don't
more
think
leaning the
so?
under because I don't think New Orleans can score without Derek Carr. Washington's just going to stack the box, stop Alvin Kamara, and make whoever is at quarterback throw the ball, which they're not going to be able to. Versus Marshawn Lattimore and a really good secondary. Good
You're
luck.
probably right. You're right.
Yeah.
Scratch that.
I don't
We're not
think-
taking the over on this one.
Yeah. Cincinnati minus 5.5 versus Tennessee. This is one of my favorite bets of the weekend is Cincinnati minus 5.5. Joe Burrow just got his house robbed. So I'm sure he's pretty fucking pissed off, and he's going to come in here on fire, fucking slinging his ball around. He's going to take his aggression out on Tennessee is what he's going to do.
Fuck.
Take all of Joe Burrow's overs.
What'd you get the negative 5.5 at?
What did I do? What?
What did you get the odds for negative 5.5 at?
Minus 5. It was minus 110.
Minus 5, you said? Oh.
Yeah, well, I bet it a couple days ago. It might be
Oh.
5.5 now.
Yeah, I got a negative 4.5. Minus 120.
Oh, okay.
Not minus 120.
Oh, okay, minus 120. That makes sense.
Yep. That's all I got on that game. Bengals minus 4.5.
Kansas City versus Cleveland. 7 weeks in a row now, Kansas City has won, but not covered the spread. But I'm going to take it anyways. Give me Kansas City minus 4.5 versus Cleveland.
You know what? On this game, I feel like if I would have picked it, it would have been an upset. So I picked no picks on this. No picks on this.
No picks? All right.
There were
You think you have that much power over the world where, if you pick it, something's going to happen?
If it's in the stars, it's in the cards. You know what I'm saying?
Miami versus Houston. I took over 46.5 in this game, but I don't know. It just seems like it's going to be a back and forth game to me, but I'm not 100% sure. I think you like the under, don't you?
No, that was I thought about it, and it was like it could either be like some bomb passes, some catches, and then the over. But then it was like
I mean, C.J. Stroud hasn't looked so good.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's
Right.
not like he's looked great. So
I just took the Texans just straight.
okay.
Yeah.
Denver versus Indy. I was just leaning under in this game. I feel like both defenses are going to show up, and it's going to be like a 19-14 Denver win.
Unless your dogs show up, I'm saying it could be a smasher.
It could be, I guess.
Or horses, I say.
I just keep replaying this game in my head, and I just see defense. I don't know why. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't know. So when I just see defense, and I'm not really leaning
Denver
aside,
D.
but I'm just going under 44.5.
Against the Colts?
Mm-hmm. Denver was -5.
How about do a wild pick and do a defensive touchdown?
Denver defensive touchdown.
How many? Yeah, I wonder how many they got in this year. Gotta look that up. I'm sure at
you
least
can
3.
bet it.
Sure. I'm sure they've at least got 3 or 4 this year.
Oh, they've gotten a few.
I'm sure. What's the next game you got?
You didn't have any? Did you have anything for that one?
Oh yeah, I just took Denver Broncos.
Okay, you never said.
Oh yeah.
New England versus Arizona. Arizona's kind of still fighting for a playoff spot, so I feel like they're gonna try and win this game for sure. And just give me Arizona -6.
I'm pretty sure everybody's really trying. It's down to the nitty gritty. I took the points to Arizona.
I don't know how
Negative
hard
6.5.
fucking Las Vegas is trying, or the Giants. I don't know, but you never know. Bills versus Lions. This is a good game.
Bills versus Lions.
This is a good game.
That should be a great game.
It's like a playoff Super Bowl type game.
Have no fear. The Lions are here.
Over under in this game is 54.5. Huge.
Yeah, it is.
The Bills are 2-point favorites. Give me. I do see the high scoring game. I don't know about 54.
How high would you go?
But I took an Amari Cooper touchdown
Uh-huh.
and a Sam Laporta touchdown in this game. That was the only thing I bet.
Amari Cooper, touchdown. Sam Laporta, touchdown.
Yep.
All right. I took the Lions and the over, 54.5.
Of course. I guess, I mean, you gotta bet it. It's cha-ching, I guess, you know.
Easy money would be
Lions over, Amari Cooper touchdown, and a Sam Laporta touchdown. We'll just parlay all that together.
If you want to be wild, do that, and then do another bet. David Montgomery, first touchdown.
All right.
Think about
You heard
it.
the man, and you heard the cha-ching. Go make some money. Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the LA Chargers. Also a sneaky good game. I kind of see back and forth in this game in my head. Give me over 45.5.
I did take the over 45.5 also.
Okay.
I took the Chargers straight up too.
I was leaning that way also. But I don't know. Baker just seems like he's
Yes.
on
Yes.
fire.
I think it's going to be a great game. That's a good game of the week.
Pittsburgh versus Philly. Battle of Pennsylvania.
Ugh.
I couldn't pick a side in this game, but I do like Devontae Smith touchdown at plus 210.
Do you know where you saw the points at? I saw the points at
-5.
Yeah, my plus 5.5 I took for the Steelers.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's too many points.
I feel like that's the way most people are betting.
yeah.
And Tomlin has a really good record as an underdog.
Against the Eagles and the Steelers, I went ahead and went the over 42.5 also.
Okay. Green Bay versus Seattle. Didn't pick a side in this game, but I took Charbonnet touchdown with Kenneth Walker out. Green Bay run D isn't the greatest.
You're right. I took the favored Green Bay.
Green Bay?
Minus
Yeah, I couldn't pick a side, but
minus 142.
yeah, I mean I don't hate it,
No, not at all.
honestly. I probably lean Green Bay also, but I do feel like it's probably going to be high scoring.
Yeah.
Chicago versus Minnesota on Monday. 2 Monday games. This is the first one. Give me Minnesota -7. They've been on a roll, and I don't think Chicago's going to stop them.
If both teams lose at 0-0, it's like, what happens? It's like,
It's a tie. What do you mean?
yeah, I guess so.
Nobody loses.
They both suck, so I went ahead and went with the less suckier team, the Vikings.
They both suck. You know the Vikings are only 1 game back from y'all, right?
We'll beat them. We'll beat them any day. Any day.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Y'all will beat them. I agree.
Go Lions.
And then the second Monday game, Atlanta versus the Raiders. I didn't take a side in this game, but I mean the Raiders aren't even trying. Like, I don't know, I feel like you can just bet Atlanta and it'll be okay, but I don't know. Players don't quit. I know. People tell me that all the time. Teams quit, but players don't. Players are still playing for future contracts, so they want to do good. I got nothing in this game. What do you got?
With the Raiders, I think, first of all, congratulations to Brock Bauer, right? For the most receptions for a tight end.
Yeah, for a rookie.
For a rookie tight end. So I think he's hyped, and he's just going to continue to catch more and more passes. One-handed, no-handed.
So what are you saying? Bet Brock Bowers overs?
I'm not sure what the overs for receptions is. I'm sure he'll get at least 8 for this next game, and then against the Falcons, and then just Raiders win straight up.
So you got Raiders to win.
Yep.
Okay. And our Dub Life parlay.
Ooh, tell him.
We got Dallas straight up to beat the Panthers. Justin Jefferson touchdown. Cincinnati -5.5. And Miami versus Houston under 47. Let's get it. Thanks for watching.
Mm-hmm.
Give this video a like, subscribe. Make
Write
some
them
money.
down.
Come on back next week. You
Mm-hmm.
hear?